So we would leave Austin on Friday night, drive to somewhere in the state, begin shooting on Saturday, and shoot through maybe Sunday at lunch, and then head back home. And that was kind of the process. So at the end of this 8 months of shooting, we come up with about 100 hours of footage and set off to logging it. And it's like 3-inch logbook of everything that was said. And that's not even just, you know, shots, it's just what was said. And then just kind of scanned for themes, and we kind of knew what the themes were from having been on the road, and that was basically people's love for Texas, their love for barbecue, their love for each other, and how they come together in communities.
Have you ever been so in love that you acted a little different? Maybe you did a few things other people who didn't know any better thought you were a little, well, you know, crazy. Well, this is a love story, but not one of those mushy love stories Hollywood likes to serve up. It's a Texas love story. Now, there's something you should know about Texans before we get started. We don't have any boundaries, and we just don't understand what you other people mean by saying long distances. We just go. In this spirit, our hungry team of Texas filmmakers packed up and hit the road in search of the greatest Texas love story of all, barbecue.
There's a lot of people at the restaurants when we were interviewing who want to talk about the best barbecue, because everyone has the best barbecue, or they think they know where the best barbecue is. But you know, we weren't really making a film about who has the best barbecue. That'd be boring. We're more looking at who we are as Texans, what makes us tick, and why are we just so attracted to barbecue? It's in every part of our life, religion, politics, you name it, there's always barbecue involved, or it can be traced to it somehow.
This is the first beef in the Americas, brought here in 1494 by Christopher Columbus.
Well, Jesus loved barbecue. That's pretty well known.
Barbecue links us to a long history. It links us to agriculture. It links us to a way of life.
Well, you know, you have a lot of protein in meat, and you need that to build muscles, and all of us Texans are muscular, and we have brain power too, but we need a little bit of that beef on us to survive.
It's very much a journey picture, so we picked a logical beginning and a logical end. Barbecue places are fun places to be, and we didn't know much more beyond that, but by the time we were done with shooting, we really started to understand what these places meant to the people who owned them and who frequented them. And so in the movie, you see that process kind of naturally occur from let's see what we can find to, wow, here's the conclusion. It's been staring us in the face the whole time. So the movie in some way wrote itself. We just had to open our eyes to see what we had learned, and that comes out through the narration.
With our stomachs and minds full, it was finally time to head home. On the way, we would make one more stop. We had heard endlessly about the town of Elgin.
We're the sausage capital of Texas.
So we just couldn't pass it up.
Governor Richards and I actually sat together at a film a few years ago, caught up with her and said, sorry you couldn't work in that last film, but here's what we have going, and it's all about barbecue. And she gave me a good old Texas handshake, and you know, we were set. So it was just a matter of getting in the same place at the same time. She has a pretty full schedule, as did Dan Rather.
To this day, if you want to be marked as an outsider for life and whatever is beyond life, you just come to Texas and say, I can't stand barbecue.
We were fortunate enough to be invited to world premiere at South by Southwest, and we, to our surprise, sold out all of our screenings there. And then we had a wonderful premiere party at the county line where we literally had an international audience show up, and people were really looking forward to eating barbecue and watching a movie about barbecue. And it was just the greatest experience. And from there, that just set off a whole series of film festival events. We got a special jury award at World Fest in Houston, And then we went to the USA Film Festival and US National Short Film Competition up in Dallas. We were a finalist there. And then we won the Farmington Funny Film Festival in Farmington, Indiana. I am often asked to go lecture at a university now, either about the film specifically or about food and culture in our society. So there's a couple different departments that may invite me to go lecture, and then they'll usually have a screening on campus for a larger audience. So that's a great way to get the film around. For us, it was a very natural decision to go back out on the road at many of the places that we shot and hold screenings in barbecue joints. So the people from that small town could watch themselves on a big screen and everyone could eat. And you know, that never gets old. We're still doing those. We're looking at a long road to make it a financially viable project, but it will be. It takes time. And unless you have the commitment, like these people put in their own barbecue places, we put that same type of commitment into this film, and we've put countless hours in. We've traveled countless hours promoting it, and that's just what is necessary for independent film. The result has been that we're starting bigger and better projects that will be much better paid and much better financed. So, you know, that's what it is. Anyone who expects to make money on their first feature probably should find something else to do, because it's not going to happen. I've done hundreds of commercials, and I did 2 documentaries prior to this that were of a shorter length. So this was my first feature category documentary. And it's certainly led to incredible things that I never would have imagined.